Sometimes movies don't need a complex story or deep characters, they just need a monster. But will that be enough to entertain today's movie-going audience? I'll discuss all the gory details in this spoiler-free review of Wolfman. Blake wants relief from the busyness of city life and hopes to bond with his wife and daughter at his secluded family cabin. But this simple excursion quickly becomes a nightmare when they suffer an accident. Now, stuck in the woods, a new danger arises as the myths of a mysterious creature in that region appear to be true. After being attacked and injured by the beast, Blake becomes seriously ill and begins to change. Now he is becoming a threat to his own family, and they must, alone, figure a way out of this nightmare and into safety. Wolfman begins with a prologue of a father and son hunting in the woods where the stories of this dangerous creature were told. The indigenous people called it the face of the wolf. It's a great character establishing moment with some really tense scenes of characters viewing the area through only the scope of a rifle. Excellent filmmaking. After that, we are introduced to Blake, played by Christopher Abbott, who I consider to be the most why isn't he a superstar actor out there. His wife Charlotte, another great talent in Julia Garner, whose striking face is perfect for thrillers like this, and their daughter Ginger, played by newcomer Matilda Firth. They have family issues, but it's not cliche, there's nuance. They don't have dish-breaking fights, but they can tell that their relationship needs help. And that's why they need this short sabbatical, note my church background, to Blake's old farmhouse. This is where the thrills begin, of which there are some great jump scares, along with some sensory tricks that are probably the best concepts within the film, where we as the audience experience sounds and sight the way the characters are experiencing them. And it shifts from one character to another, allowing us to understand scenes from various perspectives. It's very clever. It's a shame that is where most of the clever ideas end. All of the familial strife introduced at the beginning fades away, never to be dealt with again. Any mysterious mythology that accompanies werewolves or Wolfman take a back seat to commonplace thriller movie sequences, which are, to a degree, fun, but fail to reach any substantial storytelling and remain at the surface level. That may sound a bit too critical for a January release from Blumhouse Studios. This is their formula. Produce a $25 million film, make $40 million, and move on to the next film. But Wolfman is written and directed by Leigh Whannell, who rose to fame as the writer of Saw, and in recent years has taken his stab at directing, with a couple undercover gems such as the low-budget sci-fi film Upgrade, and another movie monster, the unexpected hit The Invisible Man. His personal filmography had me very excited for this next chapter of the unofficial Monsterverse. So much of my criticism is based on my high expectations, because the bottom line is this film is fun, with an amazing car crash scene, old school scares, and some really dumb decisions by our characters. At times, the isolation gives The Shining vibes, and at other times it features body horror like 1986's The Fly. And let me tell you, as much as you may hate charging your dead car battery, it's not as bad as Julia Garner's struggle to start an old truck. Leigh Whannell is a good writer, and I personally really like his style of directing. He always makes the most of limited resources to create a product that is visually engaging, heart-pounding, and introduces new quandaries to navigate. Unfortunately, Wolfman didn't introduce us to as many new experiences as his previous films, which resulted in a kind of two-dimensional creature feature. So I will give it 3 out of 5 stars, which is above average, but not nearly as good as the potential it established in the first third of the film. Again, Wolfman is fun, and as mentioned, it's a Blumhouse production, so not a moment is wasted. It is a tight hour and 40-minute film, but remember, it is rated R for violence and some really gross scenes that come with the human transforming into a wolf-like monster creature. But if you can handle that type of graphic content, it's gonna be a good scary time at the theater without much to offer beyond that. What do you think of Leigh Whannell and Wolfman? Were my expectations too high? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of my future content. Also, you can check out some of my previous reviews by clicking on one of these boxes.